Don't take a picture anymore.
I'm recording my activity here today.
Okay, it's a federal building.
I'm allowed to record in here, ma'am. It's a public place.
I talk, you listen. I talk, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This isn't. What are you talking about?
Driver's
Not a stop and ID
If we
state.
are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it, though.
What crime am I violating by you saying I'm suspicious? What crime is that?
By going up to vehicles that don't belong to you,
What crime?
looking into them, all right, that's the steps leading up to...
Penal.
Welcome to our channel dedicated to sharing knowledge about civil rights. Today we'll dive into some intense public drama, from post offices and police departments to familiar streets. A small camera causing major tension, heated debates, and unexpected actions. This is going to bring you not just surprises, but valuable lessons. No beating around the bush, let's get straight into it. First Amendment audit at a post office in Evanston.
Do I have to tell you who I am?
Yes, you are. It's a federal building. It's against the law to take pictures in a federal building.
I don't think so, ma'am.
It is.
I've done this at other post offices.
The first situation takes us to a post office in Evanston, Illinois. After hearing reports of a rude postal employee, a citizen decided to investigate. While recording in the lobby, it was no surprise that the employee objected. She even shut down services entirely just because of the filming. How will this play out? Will she learn a lesson? Watch the video to find out.
Sir, who are you?
I'm sorry?
Who are you taking pictures in a federal building?
Do I have to tell you who I am?
Yes, you are. It's a federal building. It's against the law to take pictures in a federal building.
I don't think so, ma'am. I've done this at other post
Why don't you
offices.
put it down then?
Put it down?
Yeah, don't take a picture anymore.
I'm recording my activity here today.
Okay,
Why?
it's a federal building.
I'm allowed to record in here, ma'am. It's a public place. I'm just trying.
Can I just stand in your way?
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want you violating the law.
I am not violating the law, sir.
Why don't we have the police decide that?
Okay, that's great. I'll wait for them. I'm able to do this.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm here.
We'll see.
There's a reason I'm here.
I know, we'll see.
It's a public place. I have a right to do this.
That's why.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what exactly are you doing?
You can go. I won't hold the line.
Do you think I have to answer to you?
Do I think I have you to take a picture of me? I'm volunteering to take a picture.
I'm actually not here for you.
That's why I'm standing in front of you.
Okay. Well, it's your right to do that.
Yes, it is.
It's your right to do that.
Okay. I'm just curious what the police say. I mean, I trust her interpretation of law more than I trust yours.
Okay. Well, like you said, we'll see what the police says about it. I don't wish to divulge my reason for being here at the moment. Yeah. So we have another postal worker that doesn't understand that members of the public have a right to record in public.
Let's clear a few things up. First, the citizen wasn't deliberately recording anyone up close unless they chose to engage, like Karen and Darren in this video. Second, even if he did, it's perfectly legal. According to the law, anything visible in public can be filmed. Earlier, we mentioned the employee's poor attitude. Let's see if she proves the point.
Actually, got reports that the postal worker here is very rude. She's been very rude to a lot of customers, and that's why I'm here. And so far, she's proving that point at the moment. She's shutting down the post office because I'm here. So it looks like she shut down the post office. And the report I got was that she's quite rude to the public. Quite rude. And she's showing the whole world that she has no clue that members of the public have a right to be here and observe her. And
genuinely feel bad for those affected by the disrupted services and for the employee thinking shutting down operations over a camera is okay. Some might blame the citizen for being there, but filming in a post office lobby is completely legal. If the police show up and she learns a lesson, it's justified, don't you think?
I'm all right. How are you, sir? I believe so. No problem, man. No problem. Appreciate you. Good afternoon.
How's it going? How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
How are you?
Just so you know, we all got body cams on. I'm sure you already told you.
Sounds good.
How you doing? Just so you know, we have cameras on. We have cameras that are on. Okay.
How you doing?
How are you today?
You mind if I get your name?
Absolutely. I'm Officer Turner, Evanston Police
Nice to meet you,
Department.
Lieutenant Turner.
This is my Sergeant Tyson.
Nice
Just
to
so you
meet
know,
you.
our body cams are on.
Can I have your name?
Sergeant Keeler.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
So we spoke with the employee.
Yes, sir.
We let her know that you can film. You're fine filming.
I appreciate that.
Filming inside of the post office? Like, are you trying to get a sign or something? Or
Well, you want me to tell you why I'm here?
Dingo, yes.
Yeah, it's a First Amendment audit.
Okay.
But this is also personal.
Okay.
I live here in Evanston.
Okay.
I was here a few months ago to members of the public that were here,
Okay.
like, for no good reason. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should come here and do a First Amendment audit. You know, observe her during the course of her duties and see how she interacts with members of the public.
Okay.
And so, of course, first thing she said was that that I'm not allowed to be here to record. You know, so, and I know I can be here.
Sure.
It's even there on the wall, on the poster 7.
Okay.
Record here for news purposes, and
Cool.
I have a presence on social media where I post my government officials,
Okay, sure.
and you know, so far it has a decent following. So it's for news purposes.
Okay.
So she didn't. I'm glad that you're aware that I can be here
Absolutely. Yeah.
and record. So
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Question for you.
Oh yeah. You know what? For the most part.
Okay.
But she was rude to me.
Okay.
She was rude.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm sorry that you had to
Yeah. No. You don't have to apologize for her.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's entitled to good
Yeah.
customer service.
But I understand. As soon as you guys leave,
That's
I don't intend to be here for the rest of the day.
no, you don't have to. But
Right.
can I get your name and date of birth?
I'll just give you my first name
Sure.
because I don't mind.
Kingsley.
Yes.
Okay. No last name. date of birth?
No.
Okay.
I'm actually just being very cordial by giving you my first
I
name.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just because you've been very professional.
Yeah. Of
I
course,
usually
yeah.
don't give my names at all.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's nice to meet you, Kingsley.
Nice
I
to
know
meet you.
You said you live in Evanston.
I do.
So I'll probably run into you. Not
Yeah.
negative
I'm
way.
actually coming to your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll be there. So
Yeah.
you said as soon as we leave, you'll be.
I'll be gone.
Because that's really
Yeah.
why we're here.
Right. I just don't want her to feel like you guys bullied me. I mean, you guys made me leave. I just wanted to understand that I have a right to
Yeah.
be here.
Right.
So if I leave before you guys leave, she might think that you guys made me leave.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I wanted to understand that members of the public can come here and record her during the course of her duties. Once you guys leave,
Okay.
Yeah.
You have time frame?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5?
Yeah. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give you.
Yeah.
We'll give you 2 minutes.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys upheld your rights today. I mean, your oath to the Constitution today.
Okay.
And I want you to know that I'm proud of that.
Okay.
And I'm proud to be here and have you guys as my
Absolutely.
police officers. Thank you, Sergeant.
Be safe.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Take care, sir.
Take care.
To wrap this up, having 3 officers respond to a non-criminal situation felt excessive, but I appreciate how they handled it. Hopefully this scenario helps post office employees realize filming isn't a crime and encourages them to treat the public professionally. Tulsa PD officer becomes a trespass tool for a family planning center but quickly gets educated.
You guys want them banned from your property? Okay, so you're banned from the
So
property.
you're a
in
tool
addition,
of
right?
Planned Parenthood.
So,
You realize that?
Anything that belongs to them.
Next, we're at a family planning center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A group of citizens stood on the sidewalk holding signs exercising free speech. Annoyed, staff and bystanders called the police. Instead of calming the situation, the officers escalated it with baseless trespass accusations. The issue was only resolved when a supervisor stepped in. First, let's review the interactions to see how things spiraled.
Now, I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on. Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
And
They want you gone. So, because you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said, no,
Sidewalk?
nope, nope,
Is this a sidewalk?
hey,
Is this a sidewalk?
I talk, you listen. I talk, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This is what are you talking about?
Driver's license. You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
I
he'll
would be happy
understand
to.
what a public easement is.
Sure can.
I would be happy to
This is
and
their
how
property.
a person's
This is a
supposed to
public
walk
easement.
So,
on the
See,
like
sidewalk.
I said,
that
either
utility
driver's
poles.
license.
So is a person
Get
supposed
your
to walk on
citation. This is not, dude. The sidewalk ends right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Technically,
You go to the side, this sidewalk, all the way to that road. Like you want to
This
walk in the
is their
street?
property.
They walk in the street.
This is their
or they
property.
walk-
So,
Sir, you're not.
are you going to give me your driver's license or not?
Sir, I'm happy to
It's a
talk to
simple
this
question, sir. How does a person get from this sidewalk to
I'm
that
not
one?
talking to you. You can record all you want to, but you're not going to interfere in what I'm doing.
I am
okay?
happy.
Just
So,
ask you a question, sir. You didn't have to talk to me.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm
Fine,
happy.
then don't.
I'm happy after you answer my question because
Okay.
I am trying to understand how I can be a lawful citizen
Driver's
walking from point A to point B to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way.
Great.
But he's driver's
Because you have not told me how I'm breaking the law by walking in an area
I
where
have
someone
told
is-
you 5 times.
Sir, you haven't told me a single
I've
thing.
told you
One,
5
You
times.
told me over there.
What did I tell you?
You told me over there.
What did I
stand
tell
on
you over
that
there?
side
What
of
did I tell you?
utilities, And we did. And then I walked over to here and you said, sidewalk
What?
on this side of the road.
What
now
did
you
I tell
me?
you? Verbatim,
I
what did I
just
tell you?
told you. Sir, I didn't refer you. I
I told you stand on the other side of that tree.
Yes.
No problem with that. Unless the people that own that piece of property you were standing on wanted you gone too.
Okay.
So, but
Tell
we're
us
not
to
talking
leave.
about that. We're talking about where you're standing here
Yes.
is their property.
While we were over, you said the
So,
side. Well, you said
are
with the
you
easement.
gonna do the driver's license or not?
Sir, I told you I would give your supervisor my driver's.
Hold on, let's break this down. Notice the line of utility poles stretching from where the citizens stood. This means the area from the poles to the street is public property. So trespassing, unfounded and inapplicable here.
Yeah, but can you answer my question?
And then you, same thing.
Can you answer my question though?
I answered your question.
You
I answered your question
No, you deflected my question.
multiple times.
You deflected my question.
No.
Lawful citizen is walking down this sidewalk. Does Planned Parenthood own this sidewalk?
We're not talking about hypotheticals.
You can't answer my question.
We are talking about
no. What if
right
I,
here,
you
right
can't
now.
answer my question. After the citation, I walk down this street.
You know what?
To Quaker Street.
You can go to court and contest it all you want
I'd
to.
be happy to.
Okay.
And you said you weren't avoiding his
Question.
question, sir. This
Are
is
you
classic
supposed to
textbook
enforce the law?
avoiding questions.
Are you supposed to enforce the
I'm
law?
not playing this game.
You're right.
This
You
is
want
textbook
to have
avoiding
all the
questions,
power in the
sir.
world
I'm
and
not.
tell me what to do.
I'm
You
not
can't answer
going down
questions.
this rabbit. This is not going to turn into a YouTube video. Sorry.
What about you?
It already is,
I
sir.
care about knowing what I can do.
Lawfully.
You're telling me what I can do in your opinion. You can't
No, I'm
cite the
telling you
law,
what
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
lawfully.
answer me a question.
So
You know, if you answer this
once he
question,
gets
then
here,
I won't get a
you can flag your jaws, whatever, right? My sergeant's going to say the same thing.
Good. I will talk to him.
You cut your citation and you leave.
Yeah,
Because
we'll talk to him. We'll talk to your supervisor.
do you guys want them banned from your property? Okay, so you're banned from the
So
property.
you're a
in
tool
addition,
of
right?
Planned Parenthood.
So,
You realize that?
I explained this to you. I gave you clear parameters. I said you can stand over there, you can stand over here. I gave you a box to work in by the law, and you want to play games. So since you want to play games,
I'll be happy to talk to you.
and the minute I leave, you want to go and do what you're doing, then you're going to have a citation coming your way.
I walked over here while you were standing right there. Why did you not inform me?
Them start. I'll just fill them out, and then I'll get the information once more, and then I'll get this done.
Do you know what a public easement is?
He's getting cited for trespassing for standing where he's standing.
James?
And so he's waiting for the supervisor before he provides his information. But the question he asked the police officer, if somebody's walking down this sidewalk to get to that sidewalk, where do they go? Because it's clearly a question that they can't answer. Because this
So they're
is,
saying they can't stand
they're,
here?
they're saying that this is their property, which is absurd.
Yeah, they can't own all the way to the street.
No, apparently to this gentleman, you cannot stand on grass.
Can we stand over there?
I question the best of your ability because this gentleman wouldn't.
I will defer that to the supervisor that's on his way.
Okay, I'm happy to answer because honestly, sir, there's no sidewalk here, so I'm really curious.
Well, there's not a sidewalk there.
Right.
There is back there.
Right. So my question is, and I'll defer to you trying to get to that sidewalk on the other side of Quaker. Are they supposed to walk in the middle of the street?
This is
or
the
is this
easement.
an easement?
This is
I agree that's an easement. I'm not arguing
okay.
that.
Well, they're wanting to.
I would have to see the actual legal description, so I haven't looked at that yet.
That's fair. I appreciate that,
I
sir.
would agree that that may be the extent.
agreement, and you know, I have to refer. I don't know everything by heart, so I have to refer on these. I know I have enough knowledge, but yeah, there's an imaginary sidewalk that goes through, and even though if they were to bring me property diagrams or whatever and show it to the sidewalk, everybody knows they have easements on the backyard and the front yard. AT&T can get in your backyard and get to their
Whatever
cable
real
lines.
estate business owns this, they put up their signs.
Right. So even though they may show they owe there, the city still can come in here and build a sidewalk. So there's an imaginary sidewalk. You guys can see the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not telling you where to go. It's essentially from this pole that way. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
There's something else.
Okay.
Can't impede any traffic way there at all. And at any time that happens, then you can obviously get cited. It's understood. Perfect. As soon as I have they have a problem, then they complain to the city of Tulsa. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as you abide by those, then I'm happy.
Appreciate that. Very rational.
Which y'all can, where you can stand, you can stand where you're standing, all right? So as long as you stay where you are, come on to, because where you are is fine, all right? But don't come onto the parking lot, right? Don't go into the alley. You guys moved when they asked you to, and I do appreciate you moving when they asked you to. You can't block this alley, all right? Because traffic has to be able to go out. So, or if you want to move across the street to the other sidewalk, that's fine. But this is essentially the line that you can't go
from this
past,
side,
okay?
the south side.
And sir, you're going to check on this for us?
That's a no-no.
Sir, you were
They
quite
actually
abrasive
do.
to us. Are you going to
They
apologize to
actually
my brother? Are you
own
going to
all the way
apologize
up
to us for?
No.
He's not going to
Because they-
apologize for throwing his weight around
They
earlier.
actually own-
When he
because
walks to his car,
they
I want you to
built all
know,
this,
folks,
they
when this goes on
actually own all
YouTube, this is what it's called the walk of shame. Exercising his authority, proven wrong, and does not apologize for his abrasive attitude. This, folks, is the walk of shame.
That's why I was repeating and I was giving you this. You guys just.
Yes, sir, I would appreciate
Sir, pride comes before destruction. You are too proud to apologize and proven wrong, sir. You are not fit for your job. You're not fit for the badge, sir. You refuse to apologize when you're proven wrong, sir. Work in a hardware store or something, sir, but you're not fit to be a police officer. It's shameful. This is the walk of shame, folks.
At the end of the situation, although civil rights were upheld in the end, the Tulsa PD officer's initial actions were concerning. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Silverthorne PD officer demands ID and personal information without cause.
Sir, can
Again,
I see your ID?
No, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
You're
questions.
not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation?
Yet again, we have a case of unwarranted harassment. On October 8th, 2020, in Summit County, Colorado, a man leaving a bank after completing a transaction was stopped by officers from the Silverthorne and Dillon police departments. What started as a beautiful day turned sour when he was unlawfully detained over an unfounded call. No evidence, no video, yet the officers pressured him to show ID.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So we got a report. Is this vehicle driving around?
Okay, well I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you
you
should
didn't.
probably go find them, talk to them.
No, we had the person call saying you driving around. We're doing that. So
Well,
we're just trying
obviously
to
I'm
figure out what's going on.
parked.
So where did you come from initially?
That's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is because I'm here investigating the situation, man.
Okay, what
You got
crime
your
have I
ID?
committed? Can you
Potentially
show me where
reckless driving?
Can you show me where I went a wrong way?
Like I said, man, we're
You
just
can go
trying
talk to
figure
the
things
bank
out.
manager because they have already talked about this,
Okay.
and I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why did we get a call?
Again,
Why did we get a phone call about you?
why don't you
driving
call the
wrong
person
way?
who made the call and then find out from them why you received a call?
You
Okay,
drove the
again,
wrong
I'm not
way
asking
and then
or
yelled
answering
at
any
you-
questions.
And then yelled at them when they
Again,
contacted.
I'm not answering any questions. Again, what crime have I committed and what crime have I been suspected of committing in order to show you my ID? Can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word.
Again,
that's what we're
that's a
investigating, sir.
word. That is not a crime. I
It's
am
an
not giving you my
investigation.
ID. Shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir, can
Again,
I see your ID?
no, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
You're
questions.
not going to answer any question. All right, can we have a conversation then of what
No,
happened?
I told you, I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual that made the call. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do
we
not
have
consent.
business with you.
No, you
because
don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side
Again,
of the story?
go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual that made the call. I have no business with you.
I'll happily go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need to
Am I
stay
being
with my
detained?
client. At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes for detainment.
This is why audits are necessary, folks, because some officers today seem to have a poor understanding of what they are and are not allowed to do in uniform. More importantly, if you don't know the law or haven't seen situations like this, you may be unwittingly giving up your rights and accepting whatever the police ask, even if it's not reasonable.
So, I'm off
Again,
the jail.
I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but I am not answering your questions because I have I'm not the one that called you. You guys you need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about what's going on. I understand that. But when we're investigating a crime, you do have to identify yourself. So
That's only if I am convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which you'll have a lawsuit.
One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not giving
a crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
we know who we're talking to.
Well,
That's not how that works.
again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party. Unconstitutional.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. Again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay. I put these documents through here?
Yeah.
There's nothing in them.
No worries.
It's just what I came to the bank for.
As long as we can stay outside, then I don't have any issue.
That's fine.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you got the answer.
Okay, well, I want to see proof.
I'm not
I want to see
looking at
proof.
arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show me.
question, I'm answering. I don't have a video camera in my car that watched you do it.
Then you
I'm
cannot
not-
be the injured
I'm not
party
trying
then.
to argue.
But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now.
Correct, I'm not a
because
court.
you are not the one that saw thing happen.
That'd be a witness. I'm a cop.
Exactly. And so right now you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are, instead of presuming innocence, yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area. This is different than a traffic stop because you have unlawfully detained me with quote unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right per my 6th Amendment, see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness
Yes.
in a court.
Okay.
That's how that works. You good hanging out for a sec?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. If you want to hang for a sec.
All right, man. So here's where we're at with everything. Checked the bank manager. Fortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly. You did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. I bet you she said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me
Sir,
where the
I'm
one way
telling
is.
you exactly what she just told me.
I want to see where the one way. Where's the one way? And I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay, well then you cannot convict
Sir,
me of a crime.
Can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm here.
And I'm being irritated because
Yes,
you
you
guys
are.
are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my
It's
area
not.
to continue with my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation of my constitutional
We're
rights.
detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime, which
Okay.
we are legally
Show me the
allowed
proof.
to do. That's why it's called an investigation, sir.
No,
The
because you're
bank-
trying to identify me and I haven't been convicted of a crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally, if
No,
we
not
are
legally. This is not a stop and ID
if we
state.
are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told me to go talk to the bank manager, right? What did they?
And I told you to find the other individual that quote unquote made
and
this.
another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay? So let me talk. Is that
Go ahead.
fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Then am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
To end this, let's clarify. It's not as if this citizen says you have to be convicted to show ID, but officers must have reasonable suspicion or evidence of a crime to demand it. A vague call or baseless accusation isn't enough. Hopefully this case reminds all officers to respect the laws they're sworn to uphold. Police harass citizens for suspicious but non-criminal behavior.
So then there is no crime being committed, right? So then therefore you guys are talking to me because
suspicious.
is suspicion a crime?
Now, let's head to the parking lot of the Glendale Police Department in California, where a citizen was recording public officials. Under California and federal law, filming in public, including government facilities, is entirely legal, yet officials here seemed eager to criminalize this lawful act.
I'm just trying to find your undercover vehicles in the squad cars. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Yar 794.
Officer Yar 794, YAHR, okay? So looking for undercover cars.
Okay.
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Sandler, 752.
What's your name and your badge number? I remember you from last time, no? No? What's your name and your badge number?
We're gonna get your name because you're looking in cars.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name?
Fugman.
I'm sorry?
Captain Fugman.
Captain Fugman, okay?
Looking at vehicles like that is suspicious.
Why is it suspicious?
People entering cars?
I didn't enter a car. Why is that suspicious?
See the signs over here?
I'm not parking. No, it's not restricted. It says do not enter, no parking. I'm not parking. This is open to the public, guys.
You're looking inside vehicles.
Okay, so at this moment, I'm going to grab my Constitution form for you guys. I'll let you guys read it. Here's a copy of the Constitution for you. Would you like to have one? Would you like to have one? I appreciate it. Would you like to have a copy of one?
Certainly.
This is awesome.
So do you,
now I need you guys to read the first.
Yep, I know.
Okay, that's all.
So what he's getting at though
that's it, and that's all.
What he's getting at though is in the city of Glendale we get a lot of vehicles.
That has nothing to do with what I'm doing, and you can't put further crimes on me at this moment. I've done nothing.
I never said I was looking into vehicles.
What happens in the past doesn't make me suspicious for doing what I'm doing. Okay, and what crime is suspicion? And what crime is suspicion?
When somebody's going up to vehicles that
what crime is that?
Are you gonna let me answer?
No, I just want the crime. What crime am I violating by you saying I'm suspicious? What crime is that?
All right, by going up to vehicles that don't belong to you.
What crime?
All right, that's the steps leading up to
penal code.
Entering a locked vehicle, which is
penal code. I'm looking for the penal code that I'm in violation of here. You're saying suspicious. No, you said I'm suspicious. That's not law.
Right.
That
but you understand under the Constitution that you're referring to, right? That if
I have a right to record in public. Yes.
Reasonable suspicion to believe that crime is afoot.
And what crime is afoot?
I just told you.
Legally, reasonable suspicion allows officers to detain individuals only with clear, objective evidence of a crime. It can't be based on gut feelings or unrelated incidents in the area. The Brown versus Texas, 1979, ruling confirms that being in a high-crime area doesn't justify stopping someone, so the accusations here lack merit.
Sir, I'm asking for a crime. No, okay. Did you see me try to enter a vehicle? So then you guys don't attempt to put that on me. 1 second before you cop-splain. 1 second. Don't cop-splain because I didn't even touch a vehicle, guys. You have cameras. I didn't even touch a vehicle. So don't try to say I'm unlawfully entering any vehicle, okay? So then there is no crime being committed, right? So then therefore you guys are talking to me because is suspicion a crime?
Yes.
What penal code is suspicion? No, you have to have suspicion of a crime.
Correct.
What crime? But you know what you guys see, I haven't entered any vehicle, so how could that be in your mind as a crime?
So
I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. I just gave you the Constitution. I'm allowed to film in public. I'm in public. I haven't touched a single vehicle. There's no reason for us to even have this conversation because I'm not doing anything illegal. You guys are here to uphold laws. If no law is being broken, you hold no authority. So you telling me my actions are suspicious? That's just you telling me my actions are suspicious.
We have a duty.
You guys could have allowed me to just go ahead and gather my content and go about my business. I didn't do anything. You didn't even have to initiate contact.
Sure,
no, you didn't have to. No, you chose to.
Right.
You chose to. No, it's not because no crime was being broken. No crime was being committed.
Right. So
that's not a crime. No crime was actually being committed.
Yeah. All right.
So
We've explained ourselves. You've explained
No worries.
yourselves.
Suspicion is not a crime. For future references,
But it's
suspicion
gives
is
us
not a
reason.
crime. You could come up, if you choose to come up and speak, then that's your choice. But until a crime is actually being committed, the best thing for you guys to have done was to wait and see if I did anything illegal. Instead of just coming and saying, oh, you're suspicious of me. Just doing a First Amendment protected activity is suspicion of a crime. Enjoy the walk of shame, guys. Have a great day. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, I shall. It's nice out here. This Wisconsin weather. And this from the beginning. Hi, can I trouble you for your name and your badge number?
Pardon?
Your name and your badge number? What's your badge number?
751.
751. Can I trouble you for 4 complaint forms? They don't get any complaint forms filled out on them, guys. Look, he only had a couple in the folder. You got to copy a couple more. Court. I didn't need anything. Thank you, though. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day. There you have it, guys. You got the complaint forms. Y'all see the other officer tell them, oh, you guys are good. Told them to leave me alone, which is what they should have did in the first place.
Another case of police attempting to infringe on rights without valid cause. Isn't this the best reason to learn your rights? Take time to understand them and always document interactions with officials. These simple steps could protect you in unexpected situations.
It's just like a circular conversation.
I need your ID because if something happens to one of my officers or something.
I have a small question. Why do police officers always request someone's ID when they can only demand ID with reasonable suspicion and legal justification? Otherwise, it could be seen as an abuse of power. The situation described is a typical example of police overreach, where the officer asks the auditor to present their ID without any legal basis. It becomes even more absurd when the officer gives the auditor the choice to either leave or present their ID. I find this quite humorous. Let's see how the auditor educates these officers.
County had a walking patrol.
Had what?
A walking patrol. You guys are walking, you're not riding.
Just coming out to see what's going on. Videotaping in jail. What's the reason?
No particular reason. Okay.
What are your intentions?
What are my intentions? Go find a Whataburger and get some dinner here in just a minute.
You have ID on you? Good deputy.
Okay.
You have a ID on you?
Are you detaining me?
I need to see your ID.
I'm not with CID.
Sure.
I'd rather not give it.
I need to see your ID. See your ID because if something happens to one of my officers or something, I need to have a name under for person of interest or something.
Okay.
I need to see some ID, sir.
Negative.
You end up going to jail for failure of ID. I'm requesting your ID. That I know what the law is.
Then you can't arrest me for failure to ID, which is what you just said, so you lied to me.
Yes, it is. It's a Class C violation. I don't have to write you a ticket.
Sergeant Olson, are you going to go along with that?
Deputy Navario.
Okay.
Is that your vehicle over there?
It is not.
In a moment, this auditor pointed out numerous violations committed by the police officers. According to Section 3802 of the Texas Penal Code, identification must only be provided when there is lawful detention. The auditor's refusal to present ID is completely legal if the police do not have justifiable grounds for detention. Additionally, the person filming is on public property and is not trespassing on the police's private property. Therefore, any demand to leave the area or allegations of trespassing may lack legal basis. On the other hand, while the police may be concerned about the security and privacy of their patrol vehicles and personnel, requesting that filming be stopped or threatening arrest for filming in a public space could violate the auditor's freedom of speech.
I have done nothing wrong. I haven't broken the law. I am not going to identify myself.
You're going to identify yourself, sir. I've asked you to give me your driver's license so you can identify yourself.
I do not have my driver's license to identify myself. I have not
then I will
broken the
take
law.
you inside and identify you by fingerprints. You really want to make it hard?
No, I don't. I want you to go back to what you're supposed to be doing and leave me alone. I have no interest in your facility other than taking pictures of the marked patrol units and the outside of the building. I don't think I've even taken pictures of any of the personal vehicles that have come and gone here.
Well, you have, because that's
No.
why we got notified.
I don't think I have. I could. I could stand out here and take pictures of them all day long. It's not a
I
crime.
understand. Yes, you can, but I want to make sure you're the only one out here taking pictures.
If something happens to your officers, it has nothing to do with me.
No, I don't know that.
It's
Whatever
not a
your
crime.
video
In
cameras
the
get
state of
pictures license
Texas,
plates.
police officers get their license plates exempted. So even if I had a plate number and ran it on personal vehicles, yes, sir.
Please produce your ID.
I will not produce my ID. I'm not going to leave public property. You cannot trespass me from public property. Before you take another, you better call the sheriff. You better call him and ask him what you should do. Because it's occurring to me.
I'm trying to give you a chance. I don't want to take you inside. I got other different people, criminals that actually deal with than you out here. But for the sake of now, those gates.
All I'm interested in are the marked units.
Well, go over to the sheriff's office.
I may go over there next. I'm not sure yet.
No, you can go right now.
Well, this is where this is where I came.
Well, it's on South 4th and Pecan Street.
Okay, I'll go look at it later. Again, we have a circular conversation here.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And either you leave or I'm going to teach security my officers.
One more time, I'm going to tell you, I am standing on public property, done something unlawful. I have broken no law, and in fact, am engaged in a constitution.
But I'm not going to have you not identified if something happens to one of my officers.
You cannot lawfully identify me in the state of Texas unless I've committed a crime worthy of a lawful arrest. Said I have a license.
Whatever ID you sign for, you got to have something. Whether you said that you would give the right to every officer or even state peace officer to see your license.
All I have to give you to identify myself, if I so choose to, is my name and DOB. Done anything wrong? I have not broken the law.
Then why does it bother you to give it to me?
Because you have no right to the okay? It's my personal information that you're asking for. And then your tel division, they're going to send it over to the Fusion Center, and the next thing you know, I'm on the terrorist watch list. I'm not having matters of interest for the public.
Show me some ID for some kind of media or something.
I am gathering matters of interest for the public. I'm within 18 feet of the center line of the road, which is public property. This is not the sheriff.
But everything you're filming in there is secured property as well.
Well, everything inside the fence may be secured, but it comes straight from the Supreme Court.
I need your name. You need to leave.
On principle, I am not going to leave, because you do not have the right to trespass me from public property.
I do too.
You do not.
Who?
Call a DA. If you don't want to call a sheriff, you better call the DA.
I'm going to call DA. I don't have to call anybody.
Okay.
Then if you don't want to produce any ID or leave the property, then I will call one of my patrol deputies. They'll come out here and we'll take care of it. Is that what you want?
That's not what I want.
Well,
I want you to go on about your business and go take care of your criminals.
I can't deal with this with you taking pictures of my officers coming in and out of that facility, sir.
People take pictures of, you guys take pictures of us all day long, every day. We just went to court over this and got a ruling back in February, and Turner versus can be videoed anytime, any place, so long as they're in public.
You live here in Abilene?
I do not.
Where do you live?
Just so we're clear, I am not armed. I don't have.
For dispatch.
I just called Jones County.
For dispatch. Have something in case something happens. Yes.
Standing in plain view, making no effort to conceal himself or what he's doing.
You can try. He might take care of it. No, sir. He's right here.
Make sure you don't delete it. I'm going to FOIA it. I'm friendly. Are you T-Close certified?
Okay.
T-Close certified? Are you T-Close licensed? So within the last year, you've had the updated training on public photography? You have? Okay. Just making sure.
call for service and not an actual server with the complaints and everything else. Okay. Don't cross the culvert.
Take all the pictures you want. We're in public.
Every day.
You too. Be safe in there.
He's checking the plates of the cars and the...
Understanding your rights and responsibilities when interacting with the police is very important. You need to be aware of your legal rights, such as filming in public and not being required to present identification when not lawfully detained. However, staying calm and respectful is essential to avoid escalating tensions. If the police request information, ask for the legal basis of that request and document the situation when necessary to ensure transparency. That wraps up today's journey through fascinating First Amendment audits. Thanks to those who acted professionally, and let's hope others gain new perspectives on civil rights from these cases. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Let's continue exploring meaningful stories together. See you next time, and remember, always cherish and protect our Constitution.